The very first time I tried to order coffee in English, my language skills were so basic and my nerves were just so high. And there was this pet rescue group standing outside the cafe. The person asked me a really fast question and I just smiled and said, yes, please, just to be polite. And suddenly, I was walking home with a cat instead of a cappuccino.
Oh, wow. You went in for caffeine and you left with a furry best friend.
I really did.
Well, welcome to Practice English Studio, the podcast where you learn and practice real English through real conversations. I am so happy you were here with us today.
We really appreciate you joining us.
Thank you for tuning in. And, if you want to keep building your English confidence with us every week, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Today, we have a very special episode for you. We are going to conquer the most stressful place in the world for an English learner.
The coffee shop. It is a wonderful place, but it is also a really high-pressure environment.
Exactly.
It's loud, the line of people is super long, and you have to make fast decisions. I mean, I completely understand the panic.
We really do understand how terrifying it is. So in today's episode, we are going to fix that. If you're at home, go ahead and grab a cup of coffee or maybe some tea.
Today is all about practical survival English.
Because the real secret to speaking English is this. You do not need perfect grammar. You just need to know how to save the conversation when you get confused.
Exactly. We are going to unpack how to order naturally, the pronunciation secrets that native speakers use, and most importantly, the exact phrases you need when your brain just completely stops working.
Let's start before you even walk through the door of the coffee shop. You need a safe phrase.
Yes. A safe phrase is basically your default starting point. There are two very safe, very natural phrases you can use to start an order anywhere for anything.
What's the first one?
The first phrase is, can I get?
Can I get?
And the second phrase is, I'd like.
See, I always hear beginners making a big mistake here because textbooks often teach language that sounds very direct. Beginners walk up to the counter and they just say, give me coffee.
Oh yeah, that is a very common trap. I mean, grammatically it is correct, but socially it is not.
Right. If you say, give me coffee, you sound like an angry medieval king. A medieval king is a bossy ruler from hundreds of years ago in history. A king sits on a giant chair and shouts, give me food, give me wine.
That's a great way to picture it. You definitely do not want to sound like a bossy king ordering a servant.
Exactly. It sounds like a command, not a polite request.
The other common mistake is just shouting the noun. Like people just say, I want big coffee. I want big coffee. It is just a little too aggressive.
It really is. Instead, we want to sound polite without thinking too hard.
That is why can I get is so perfect.
Right. You are literally asking, is it possible for me to receive this? But in spoken English, it is just the most natural way to request food or a drink. Can I get a large coffee, please?
Or you can use I'd like, which is just the polite shortened version of I would like.
Knowing those words is step one, but sounding natural is step two.
Yeah, I want to talk about how native speakers actually pronounce a phrase like, can I get a, because this is where textbook listening completely fails our listener.
This is a crucial pronunciation secret. English is what we call a stress-timed language.
That sounds like a technical term. What does it mean?
It is, but it simply means we only push hard on the important words in a sentence. We push our breath out on the main information, the little grammar words in between. We just squish them together.
Exactly. If you say every single word slowly and with equal energy, it sounds like this. Can I get a latte?
Oh, wow. So how do we squish those words together naturally?
You connect the sounds. Can I get a huh becomes can I get a.
Can I get a?
Right. Notice how the T in get changes into a soft D sound when it connects to the A. Listen to how the rhythm flows together into one single sound. Can I get a latte?
Can I get a latte?
Yeah.
Oh, that is so much smoother. Let's ask you, the listener, to practice this with us right now.
Yes, wherever you are, whether you are walking or washing dishes, try saying it out loud. Can I get a latte?
It feels much softer in the mouth, doesn't it?
It really does. It takes way less physical effort to say.
Now, let's talk about the final physical step of the order. You use your smooth pronunciation, you order your drink, and then the barista asks you a question that catches every beginner off guard. They look at you and say, for here or to go?
To go just means you are leaving. You are taking the coffee with you outside.
They will put your drink in a paper cup with a plastic lid so you can walk with it.
And for here means you will stay. You will sit at a table inside the cafe and drink it there.
Usually if you say for here, they will give it to you in a nice heavy ceramic mug or a real glass.
So to go is leaving and for here is staying.
Perfect. So you know how to start the sentence and you know how to tell them where you are drinking it. But we need to build the middle of the sentence.
Right. What actually goes inside the cup?
Let's build a drink together. When you look at a menu in a coffee shop, it is just a giant wall of text. So let's start with the base of almost every drink, espresso.
Espresso is very strong, dark coffee. It comes in a tiny cup. It has a huge attitude and it will wake you up immediately.
That's for sure.
Most of the big drinks on the menu are just espresso mixed with different amounts of milk.
Speaking of milk, let's add a lot of warm milk to that espresso. What do we get?
We get a latte. A latte is the most comfortable, popular drink. It is just espresso and a lot of smooth, warm milk. Okay, but what if I want that same drink but with a bit more drama and texture? Like I want something light and bubbly on top.
Then you want a cappuccino.
Right.
A cappuccino is similar to a latte, but it has much more foam. And foam is just bubbles of milk. So if you love those thick, light milk bubbles sitting on top of your coffee, the cappuccino is for you.
And what about the temperature? Because if it is a hot summer day, I definitely do not want hot milk.
Then you just put the word iced in front of your order. Iced coffee or an iced latte. Just means cold coffee served with lots of ice cubes.
Now, here is a vocabulary word you will see everywhere today, oat milk.
Oat milk.
Yeah, oat milk is a type of alternative milk made from oats, which are a grain that does not come from a cow.
I always joke that oat milk is the official milk for people who own lots of indoor plants.
It is very trendy, very modern.
It really is. You can ask to put oat milk in your latte instead of regular milk.
Yeah.
Now, what if I love the taste of coffee, but I want to go to sleep in an hour?
Then you need decaf.
Decaf.
Yeah, decaf is short for decaffeinated. It means the coffee has no caffeine. Caffeine is the natural substance in coffee that wakes up your brain and gives you energy.
So decaf is coffee that does not keep you awake.
Exactly.
I have to admit, to me, decaf is just a cup of sadness. What is the point of coffee without the energy?
Well, some people really just enjoy the warm, bitter taste.
I suppose that is fair. And finally, who is the person making all these drinks?
That is the barista.
The barista. Basically the employee working behind the counter.
Yeah, a barista is a coffee wizard working under extreme pressure.
Okay, listener, let's do a quick shadowing practice to build your muscle memory.
Shadowing means we will say the word and we will leave a short pause for you to repeat it out loud after us. Say them with confidence. Are you ready?
Latte.
Cappuccino.
Espresso.
Iced coffee.
Oat milk.
Decaf.
Barista.
Beautiful. And listener, if your pronunciation was not 100% perfect just now, do not stress.
No, not at all. As long as you are trying, you are communicating.
Exactly. You do not need to be grammatically perfect. You just need to be emotionally perfect. If you smile and try your best, the barista will understand you.
Okay, so you have the vocabulary, you have the safe phrases, you practiced your smooth pronunciation, you're feeling great. But then we enter the danger zone.
This is the moment the native speaker opens their mouth and actually talks back to you.
This is where I want to push back on textbook learning again. Textbooks teach you Nice, slow, polite English.
Right. The textbook says the barista will look at you and ask clearly, "What would you like today, sir?"
But in real life, the barista sounds like a blender. They speak so fast, they just squish a whole sentence into one single sound. They just look at you and say, "What do you want?"
It is the hardest part of learning English. You study so hard to understand perfect, slow sentences.
But native speakers just mush all the words together, speak incredibly fast, and silently wish you good luck.
You survive by understanding that you do not need to hear every single letter. You just listen for the rhythm and the key information words.
Makes sense.
But honestly, the hardest place to practice this listening skill is what we call the final boss of English learning,
So, what is the final boss of the coffee shop?
the drive-through.
Oh no. Just saying the word drive through makes my heart beat faster. Let's explain what that is for our listener.
A drive-through is a system where you order your food or coffee from inside your car.
Okay.
You drive your car into a special lane next to the building, but before you see a human being, you have to stop your car and speak into a giant electronic machine with a microphone.
And the sound quality of that machine is always terrible.
It is awful.
You cannot see the person's face or read their lips. You just hear a loud, fast, robotic voice coming through a broken speaker, and there are like 3 cars waiting behind you. It is terrifying.
It is incredibly difficult, but there are 2 vital phrases you need to know to survive the drive-through. The first one you will hear the loud voice say is, "Pull forward."
Pull forward. When I first heard that phrase years ago, I was so confused. I thought they wanted me to get out of my car, grab the front bumper, and physically pull my car forward with my own muscles. What does it actually mean?
That is a very funny image, but no. To pull forward just means to drive your car ahead. After you shout your order into the machine, the voice will say, "Okay, pull forward." They want you to drive your car to the next physical window so you can pay and get your coffee from a real person.
That makes much more sense. And what is the second vital phrase for the drive-through?
It is the saddest sentence in the English language. You ask for your favorite iced latte, and the voice in the machine says, "Sorry, the machine is down."
Oh, that is absolutely heartbreaking. The machine is down. Let's explain the word down in this context.
In conversational English, when we say a machine or a computer is down, we mean it is broken or temporarily not working.
Right.
Usually in a coffee shop or a fast food place, they mean the espresso machine or the ice cream machine. If they say the machine is down, it literally means they cannot make your drink.
Pure tragedy. Okay, let's recap the reality of this situation.
Let's do it.
Native speakers talk like blenders. The drive-through speaker is terrible. The espresso machine is down. The environment is chaotic. Because of all this, you absolutely do not need perfect English.
Perfect English will not save you here. What you need are recovery phrases.
This is the most practical, useful part of our episode today.
Definitely.
A recovery phrase is exactly what it sounds like. It is a sentence you use to recover or rescue yourself when you are panicking in a social situation. Let's go through the absolute best practical tools for fix the conversation when you do not understand what the other person just said.
The first one is a classic. It is very natural, very polite, and you can use it with anyone. If the barista speaks too fast, simply smile and say, "Sorry, could you repeat that?" It is simple, and it works every single time.
What's the second one?
The second phrase is a little more native sounding. I didn't catch that.
Let's talk about the word catch.
In conversation, to catch something means to hear it and understand it successfully. So if you say, "I didn't catch that," basically just means I didn't understand.
I didn't catch that. I love that phrase. Our third recovery phrase is perfect for when you're speaking like that fast-forwarded podcast. You just say, "Can you say that more slowly?"
Exactly. Do not be afraid to ask a native speaker to slow down.
Yeah, they do not know you are learning English until you tell them.
They will usually smile, slow their rhythm, and speak clearly for you.
Now, what about this situation? The barista asks you a simple question. You know the English words, but your brain just freezes in panic. You just need a few seconds of silence to find the words in your memory. What do you say?
For that moment, you use the phrase, give me 1 second.
Give me 1 second.
When your brain is buffering and trying to reconnect to your English vocabulary, just look at the barista and say, give me 1 second. You are buying time for your internal Wi-Fi to reconnect.
That is brilliant. We have one final recovery phrase, and I honestly think this is the magic phrase.
The magic phrase is, I'm still learning English.
The moment you say, I'm still learning English, the entire energy in the room changes. People immediately become kinder.
Never ever be embarrassed to use this phrase.
Okay, let's put all of this together into real life.
Let's do it.
We're going to do a mock conversation, but we are not going to do a slow, boring textbook conversation. We are going to do a messy, realistic conversation.
Sounds good.
I will be the busy, fast-talking barista. You be the customer. We will walk you, the listener, through a real interaction complete with mistakes.
Okay, I am ready. I am walking up to the counter.
Hey there, how's it going? What can I get started for you?
Oh, give me 1 second.
Take your time.
Okay. Can I get medium iced latte?
Sure thing. What kind of milk?
Sorry, I didn't catch that. I'm still learning English.
Oh, no problem. What kind of milk would you like in that?
Oat milk, please.
Okay, great. Anything else for you today?
Yes. Could I also get a blueberry muffin?
You got it.
That's all.
All right, your total is $8.50.
Perfect, thank you.
Okay, end of role play. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
Did you notice how messy that was, listener? That is real life. Let's explain some of the extra vocabulary we just used at the end of that order. What does anything else mean?
Anything else? Is the barista asking if you want to add more food or drinks to your order? Do you want a muffin? Do you want a sandwich?
And how did you answer? You used a great connecting phrase.
I said, could I also get? It's exactly the same structure as our safe phrase, can I get? But adding the word also means you are attaching a new item to the list. Could I also get a blueberry muffin?
And finally, I said, your total is $8.50. The word total just means the final combined price of everything you ordered. Let's summarize the journey we took in today's episode. We started by throwing away textbook demands like, give me coffee, and replacing them with natural, safe phrases like, can I get a?
We learned how to squish our words together so we don't sound like angry robots.
We built a mental menu of essential vocabulary, from the foamy cappuccino to the trendy oat milk.
And we learned how to order from the coffee wizard, the barista.
And most importantly, we learned that when the drive-thru machine is down, or the barista speaks like a blender, we do not panic. We use recovery phrases like, I didn't catch that.
We have a call to action for you, our listener. We want you to practice these phrases out loud.
Yes, please do.
Do not just listen to us passively. Pause the episode, go back a few minutes, and say the recovery phrases with us. Say, I didn't catch that. Say, I'm still learning English.
Creating that physical muscle memory in your mouth is how you build real confidence for when you are under pressure.
Yes, practice makes progress.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Practice English Studio.
Keep practicing out loud, keep talking, and go confidently get that coffee.